An unexpected offer has landed in Barcelona's inbox in the final frantic hours of the transfer window. Benjamin Pavard, the physically imposing French defender who once featured under Hansi Flick, has been quietly put forward as a possible signing, and the consequences feel immediate. This is the kind of late knock that forces boardrooms into sharp decisions. A player with Champions League experience who can play across the back line is precisely the sort of reinforcement a coach who prizes defensive solidity would welcome. Yet Barca are not a club that can simply reach for their checkbook right now. The story combines three combustible ingredients: Pavard's versatility, a personal familiarity with Flick's coaching methods, and an agent with close ties to Barcelona's leadership who has actively pitched the move. That alignment explains why an approach that might otherwise have been a routine piece of market noise has become a real conversation in Catalonia. From Pavard's standpoint, the move makes sense on paper. He offers immediate depth at both centre-back and right-back. He understands the demands of top-level European competition, and the kind of coach who knows him may be willing to deploy him immediately rather than allow a long bedding-in process. From Barcelona's perspective, however, the calculus is complicated. The club must juggle registration windows, squad list, and strict financial frameworks. A late arrival always bumps up against those administrative and fiscal realities. Sporting decision-makers are weighing whether a veteran short-term fix would stunt the progress of younger players who need registration, or whether experience now buys stability across a long season with multiple competitions on the agenda. The agent's role cannot be ignored. When a well-connected representative presses a case directly to the club, conversations go from speculative to concrete. But agent pressure does not pay wages or settle registration paperwork. Reports suggest Pavard's situation at his current club has been influenced by salary reshuffles, and that offers from other markets were considered. His camp is presented as preferring a route that keeps him in Europe's top competitions, which is why this overture to Barcelona has traction. That preference lines up with Barca's ambition, but alignment of interests is different from alignment of feasibility. Inside meetings, the debate reads like a classic institutional tug-of-war. One side argues the immediate, pragmatic benefits, a known quantity who reduces uncertainty and lets the coach rotate with confidence, and the other side counters with longer-term planning. Prioritize registering youth, protect balance sheets, and look for cheaper, younger alternatives who will be assets next season as well. There is also the stylistic element. A player who learned under Flick brings tactical familiarity that can speed integration, but familiarity is only one square on a much larger chessboard filled with budget constraints and squad rules. For the coach, a player of Pavard's profile carries obvious appeal. For the sporting director and the accountants, the numbers and the paperwork may speak louder. Fans watching this play out are predictably divided. Some see the potential signing as a masterstroke, a robust professional who reduces pressure on key starters and gives the team immediate solidity. Others are cautious, warning that last-minute headline signings can be symptomatic of indecision, a temporary emotional cure for structural problems. Social channels are already alive with speculation about how the move could change rotations, who would lose minutes, and whether the club's strategy is pivoting back to quick fixes rather than patient planning. In practical terms, there are three likely outcomes in the next 48 hours. Pavard is signed, and an existing roster slot or wage item is rearranged to make room. Pavard is signed to a reserve or short-term contract designed to satisfy registration rules while freeing the club to promote youth. Or Barcelona politely decline and stick to a plan oriented around younger, lower cost. Any of these results would send a clear signal about the club's priorities going forward, whether they are focused on immediate competitive strength or a steadier roadmap built around sustainable squad development. Whatever happens, this episode reveals how thin the margins are when elite clubs negotiate in the shadow of a deadline. A single agent's push, a coach's preference for familiarity, and the mechanical demands of registration can interact to create a moment of real consequence. For now, the ball sits with Barcelona's leaders. Their decision will tell fans whether this late offer is the kind of pragmatic addition that steadies a campaign, or the kind of transfer theatre that ends in a missed opportunity and a reminder that, at the very top level, timing is everything.